Oh, look at those push-ups, man. Oh my God, I didn't even start the space. All right. Well, we're live, and I still have to start the Twitter space, man. It was in a dancing mood right there.
Yeah, that's okay.
I was feeling good. I was feeling the vibes, and totally forgot to start the space. And so, hey, if you're watching on, if you're one of the lucky four, how'd that get closed? If you're one of the lucky four on watching on YouTube right now, this is exclusive.
It's just us.
This is just us.
So shout out to you. You know what I mean for being here early. I think everybody's just real excited about the minimalist talk. You know, they're ready to get into this thing. So definitely excited for you guys to be a part of this, and we're gonna jump right into it.
Yep, just bear with me while my phone spins around trying to connect to the Roadcaster. Can you maybe disconnect your phone just in case?
Yep, you know what? I guarantee you that's probably what it is.
Because we had you on there yesterday.
Yeah.
So cut the Bluetooth on your phone.
I did, yep.
Okay, perfect. This is it, man. I mean, listen, when you try things that are new, expect the unexpected. And of course, my phone is not connecting on the Bluetooth. How funny is this? If it ain't one thing, it's the other, right?
Oh, yeah, that's what they say anyway. But it should be.
It just goes to show I am not I'm not a tech maxi.
Definitely not a tech maxi. I almost said Texi maxi, like the Tex Mix. Like, is that what you're talking about? Like Tex Mex? Tex Mex?
Chex Mix?
Tex Mex.
You are disconnected off that thing?
Yeah, definitely.
Can you go ahead and chat with everybody for a second?
Okay, yeah. So, hey guys, today we're gonna be chatting about the minimalists. You know, like there's so many people in the space that are huge Bitcoin maxis or Cardano maxis or whatever that is, and so we want to talk about it. We want to find out, like why people are that way. Like, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? We want to hear from you guys. We're going to get this Twitter space up and going. Jay is getting his phone connected currently right now, and we're going to jump into it. Also seeing some really crazy news too out there about the SEC, getting on PayPal. They've already subpoenaed PayPal for their stable token. So I want to, definitely want to talk a little bit about that and find out what you guys are thinking. Old Gary G doing it again, doing it freaking again all over. So we're going to definitely be chatting about that and a lot of other great things as we prepare for today. We posted some new videos on the new YouTube. So guys, if you haven't had a chance, make sure you swing over to web3breakfast.com and check out those new YouTube videos that we just created. I know that the Clay Nation one that Jay was working on has been posted. And I also worked on a video last night that I'll be posting on the YouTube as well. So
you guys are in the Twitter space. Bear with me 1 second. For whatever reason, this phone is not connected to Bluetooth, so we have no way to connect the audio. So hold tight. We love you guys. We'll be right
there. Yeah, it's like look, this is like a YouTube Twitter space connection right now. So like we're literally bridging the gap in technology right now, bringing them together, merging them. And that's one of the big things, so like what I was talking about in my video that I'll be posting today is, we are just absolutely getting crushed by German brands as far as like moving into the NFT space. We see Mercedes moving in, even Haribo, the gummy bears. Okay, yep. All right, we're gonna talk on the Twitter space. Golly. It's a Monday.
Today's Monday. I don't care what day of the week it actually is. All right, is that unmuted now? All right, yeah. Shout out to my to the fam over on you guys are so freaking patient. 18 minutes in, no sound, no show. People are still hanging in. Golly.
Well, we are handsome.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they can hear. Yep. People can hear us now. There we go. Crypto K. Thank you, sir. Bring that one up on here.
Okay.
Woo. Thank you. All right. Welcome to the show, everyone. If you've been on Twitter Spaces for the last little while, if you showed up for round 2 there, or if you've been hanging out for 18 minutes with no sound on YouTube, we love you. Thank you so much for being here. This is Web3 Breakfast. We come to you every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Sometimes we have some issues, some tech issues, but we're working it out. That's the thing, is that we're starting from the bottom and we're here.
Yeah. I mean, damn. I mean, we've come from I moved out of a barn to Nashville and now into a studio, bro. We are definitely moving right on up. And
moving on up, man.
I mean, moving on up with definitely some bumps in the road. I mean, there's speed bumps everywhere, man. There ain't nothing's been challenged. Everything's been challenged right now.
Hey, but I love it though. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I do see Matthew down here. I'm gonna send him a request. Oh, I can't because I'm but I
can do it.
Yeah, if you can send Matthew a request. I just want to kind of chop it up with him. Like a little bit on the traditional stuff. Kind of see, because I didn't get that yesterday. So.
Why did I make you a speaker and not the co-host? What's wrong with me? Everything's off. Like. Yeah. Guys, I promise you, tomorrow for Friday, we're gonna get it right, and then just in time to coast into the weekend.
Yep, right into the we're gonna put on a stellar show on Friday, and then just ride out into the sunset.
I love that.
Forget everything.
The new start time was 9:15, right?
Yeah. It's just it's like the first day of winter or something, right? Set your clock. Whoa, why is everybody late, man? Well, you
guys forgot to set your clocks 15 minutes backwards.
Hey, I want to say happy birthday to Crypto K down there. He wasn't here yesterday because he didn't want his birthday song sung to him.
Oh, well, you know what that means.
Get up here, Crypto K. Get the hell up here.
Get up here. Guys, we do have to fill up the stage now. We're going to have to see. He didn't want to get it on his birthday, but yes, now we get to sing happy belated birthday.
Go, Shorty. It's your birthday.
Just so you guys know, it's going to be happy belated birthday to you.
Yeah,
okay,
definitely.
In case no one knows what the words are, because I can't tell in our song recordings for birthday songs if anybody actually knows the song.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, like, we're all crazy. It's like
we probably just the time. Pyro says the time change is this weekend.
Golly. Yes, this is the good one.
Fall back. Spring forward, fall back. So you get an extra hour of sleep over the weekend, folks. So
yes,
that's always the good one. The spring one is the worst.
And before we sing happy birthday,
I thought they canceled that whole time savings thing.
It could be where you're at.
Didn't we cancel that?
Some states don't observe it. Like I know Indiana does not observe daylight savings time at all. And I wish that we could. I wish that we could. Let's just do this one last fall, just so that we can like have an extra hour. And then cancel it. Like we don't need to do the spring one anymore.
Yeah, the spring one.
What if we just always did fall, and then all of a sudden, like our days have shifted, and now day is night and night is day?
Dude, my grandma believes that. My grandma she believes that the seasons have shifted because of that, and that's why
the people believe the seasons have shifted because we should be going off a 13-month calendar, not a 12-month calendar.
Oh, look at you bringing in some facts I didn't know.
And it's 28 days in each month.
Yep.
That is true.
13 months and 28 days is 365. Like, where did we go wrong? Why did we do this? Just impatient people. It was, you know what? I'm willing to bet. Mm-hmm. Like, not a whole lot. Like, probably just like a really down NFT. A really down NFT in both of our wallets. That.
Great names.
That the inventor of TikTok is a direct bloodline relative of that person, and it's like their family has been ruining attention spans since the history of time.
The Chinese?
No,
because that's who owns TikTok.
No, I just know that because like somebody invented it, right? And it's ruined.
Oh, okay. All right. It's Thursday. It's Thursday. Actually, Enrique Suave says it was the farmers.
Oh, so it wasn't a
Damn you farmers.
Yes. You know why? Because you had to be able to get out and get some work done in the light. Like right now, it's 7 a.m. It's dark.
Dark and cold.
Yeah. And so, like we've been in the studio rat, since we got here, like setting up. Obviously, I'm still working out the kinks, but, just being a studio rat here, I leave in the dark and I get home in the dark. And like that reminds me of when I grew up in Chicago. It was like the same thing. You go to school in the dark and like basically come home from school in the dark.
That's crazy.
It's just terrible.
We need more vitamin D in our life.
Well, yeah. Well, we just need more warmer locations so we can get that sun. Like that's it. Like I thought
That's what
Atlanta
she
was
said.
nice. Yeah, exactly.
I did want to say, I did want to give a big shout out, man. I see Lucio down in the crowd. That was the homie that came with us to
Oh,
Dr.
shit.
Dre's studio.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
Shout
shouts
out to you.
man. I haven't seen him in a while. I hope he's doing well. I sent him an invite. See if
You know
he's-
what? Now that you say that, I actually saw his something came up on my timeline the other day from him. Did some weight loss. I'm gonna go through his profile really quick because
Oh,
I
hell
think
yeah.
I think shout out, congratulations, bro. Like I think he dropped like a shitload of weight.
Dude, that is freaking awesome. Yo, Mama Bear, you got your hand up. What's up, family?
I do. Good morning, everybody. I just want to know. So the fall back, everybody says, oh, get an extra hour of sleep, unless you're the kind of person who prefers to stay up later. So then you're really not getting anything. You just have an extra hour to be up later so you get even less sleep. So which one of those are you? Because I know who I am. I'm stay up late.
Or you're a time traveler and you use that extra hour to time travel.
That's the glitch.
That's the
Or you're a night shift and you get to work an extra hour.
Oh, golly.
Oh,
Damn.
that's too.
Do they really
man.
make you work an extra hour on the night shift, or can you like fudge that a little bit and say, bro, come on?
My wife's
No,
a
no,
nighttime
no.
nurse and she has to work an extra hour.
Do they get extra pay? Is it like overtime pay?
No, it gets eaten up in
I
the
mean,
whole
yeah, you get
shift.
another hour.
I just want to say for the record, I do not believe in time.
Me neither.
In time?
No, I don't. No, I don't believe in time. I don't believe time. I believe time is a construction of mind. Because like think about how some days you're like, oh man, this day is really dragging,
Mhm.
right? And then some days you look up and you're like, where the hell is time? Time is not real, bro.
What time
Like,
flies
I
when
don't-
you're having
Can I
fun?
meet the dragon?
Yeah,
I want to meet the dragon. Does he shoot fire out of his mouth?
Huh?
yeah, I'm not sure where you're going with that, Dr. Bruce. I think
The
you're.
time dragon, the dragon that steals all the time. Time is dragon, so it's a dragon.
Ah.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I
Well,
got you, Dr.
okay, Dr. Bruce-
That's probably the worst dad joke I've ever heard.
Well, now, hang on. Dr. Bruce
Oh,
has
it was
been.
great.
He's been out of the space for a little while. Dr. Bruce has been out of the space for a little while. He's a little rusty.
Okay.
We're gonna get him back in
I'm
a
a
little
little
bit.
rusty around here.
All right.
You know what I mean? A little rough.
Yeah.
Wait a
little
minute.
ashy
If
on
I
the
got it,
elbows.
if I got it, I'm not rusty.
You're
Guys,
Mama
come
Bear.
on,
You
man.
should get those
I thought it
jokes.
was
We're
Yeah.
talking about Bruce here, okay? Dr. Bruce is rusty. He ain't been in space. He been chilling. He been in hibernation, cooking in the studio. He about to drop some mega hits. We gonna see you in Miami, Dr. Bruce.
Win Lambo.
Well, it just so happens that a whole bunch of money landed in my account that I did not expect it, and it went from negative to positive. And baby,
Hey.
it's still all good.
Is that
It
why
is
you were calling me?
positive.
Because you were gonna send me some cash? My dog. Hell yeah.
Hey, just so you guys know, if if you look into the back of the room where we got the buffet, we got the waffles, the sausage, the bacon. Just want to let you know that extra bottle of syrup has been brought to you by Dr. Bruce. So thank you, sir. Shout out to those profits, man. Always take those profits.
Shouts out to my guy.
That's Dr. Bruce juice right there, baby.
Oh no. Stay away from it. Stay away from it.
Stay away from the Bruce juice. Never mind. We're taking it upstairs.
Yeah. Can you throw that?
Yo, Lucio, what's up, family?
What's up, man?
Gia.
Chilling, man. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, man. How you been?
Man, taking care of business, working, watching my weight, like JJ say, 90 pounds down, man, since last time you saw me.
Damn, bro. Oh my.
Let's go.
Epic. Great job,
Yeah,
babe.
that's crazy. I'm down 90 pounds too. Salute to the 90-pound gang.
Hey. Remember, healthy bodies, healthy minds, and healthy portfolios. It's all that same kind of stuff. So let me ask you something, Lucio. After you drop 90 pounds, like are you thinking differently? Are you thinking clearly? Or has anything changed, like the way that you're approaching, your crypto journey?
Oh fuck, man. No, putting shit in stakeable accounts so I can make more money. Anything making me interest. That's kind of where I'm putting my money for now. Looking around, seeing where the best opportunities are, man.
There you
Did
go.
he say Cardano? Did he say liquid staking? Shout out to my Cardano family out there. Let's not forget, man. You know, there's power in accruing interest, man, over time. You know, it's one of the most powerful tools of investing. This is why I am an advocate for cross-chain interoperability. It is the future. Use these tools for what they're capable of. I was telling my buddies, you know, I hang out with you guys, J Chains and Turbo Maiden, and Ben came in and he gave a shout out for Solana, right? And, okay, Solana was that good pickings. If you would have got in on Solana, you could have pivoted back into Cardano and still been accruing that staking interest. You know, it's every 5 days, it's an epoch. So, you know, I hear stuff like that and I get real bullish because that's really how we need to be looking at blockchain technology in general.
Absolutely, man. And you know, like you said, you know, to shout out to the cross chain. Actually dropped a video today, this morning. If you guys had a chance to check it out, thank you so much. If you haven't, you can just head on over to the YouTube channel. You can search for it by Web3 Breakfast now. So we're changing the kind of the theme of how the YouTube channel is going to go. We're opening it up to the community to submit content and stuff. But so yeah, I did this video on Clay Nation. Dropped it. I'm telling you, if you want to get interested, you know, get into that, they got the staking and baking and all that stuff. So you know, we talk about try to find ways to make some extra coin in the game. So check that out just over on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, we have to sing right now because Crypto K has to go.
Okay,
so we got to go. Everybody undo your mics.
All right, unmute everybody. 1, 2, 3. Oh, unmute.
Remember, happy belated birthday. Count us in.
Ready?
3,
1,
really
2, 3. Happy
birthday
to you. Happy belated birthday to you. Happy belated birthday, dear Crypto K. Happy belated birthday to you.
Let's go.
Hey.
Happy birthday.
There it is. There it is.
Scorpio season.
Let's go.
Are you guys? Is your motto or your mascot a scorpion? If you're a Scorpio,
OVO,
they all have tattoos. They all have scorpion tattoos.
Oh, really?
Bro, that's one thing about Scorpios that is true. Like they always have Scorpio tattoos. Scorpios love being Scorpios.
Can you turn my headphone volume up just a little bit?
Yep. Good.
Somebody says, yo, yeah, I can hear that a little bit better now. Just a little bit down.
All right.
Perfect.
Go ahead. Look, I'm a real producer now.
We can hear you better now too, J Chains.
Oh, really?
That improves your sound. Yeah, it's crazy. Maybe it's just me.
No,
but it sounded better.
Hey, I love that.
And you know, it is that time for healthy minds, healthy bodies, and healthy portfolios. And before we do that, though, Lucio, you actually hung out with the Web3 Breakfast in a real life event. How was your time?
Oh, yes. 100%, he says. 100%. I mean, come on.
Right.
It was good, man. It was good. I got to learn y'all motherfuckers, how crazy y'all are, fun. Your rapping skills are pretty cool. I still think, man, I was about to unleash on your ass, but then I was like, nah, man, I can't put my IP out there like that.
That's smart. That's smart, man. You got to protect that IP.
If someone says your rapping skills are pretty cool, they're probably subpar.
Mediocre at best. And look, they are.
I smoke a lot of weed, okay? I smoke a lot of weed.
We did.
Everything sounds better off of weed, I'll tell you that much.
Well,
there you go.
It was Snoop's. Like he did have he had a batch of Snoop stuff, and I'll tell you what, if you get a chance, hey, Lucio, sorry mom, but if you get a chance,
Lucio, you know Brett, you know Wonder Brett, Lucio.
Do I know Brett? Yeah, I do, man.
Yeah,
very good.
Yeah, it's my people's people. You know what I'm saying? I love Wonder Brett. He got some of the best. I think he really built his brand off of the Chronic album. Like he was supplying Dr. Dre with a nice little grow up back in the days, and really evolved his business and brand. So shout out to Wonder Brett, the fan.
Shout out.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Coach. If you want to hit the whistle.
Yep. Just waiting for Coach. We don't move without Coach.
Get it? Oh, sorry.
Hey, all right.
It's game time.
Time to get up, get your blood pumping, get your energy going. We got a little quick workout for you here. So get those healthy minds, healthy bodies, healthy portfolios, and go. It's gonna be the one you're gonna play the Web3 Breakfast song, right?
Yeah. Actually, I got Crossfire.
I got to get a real whistle.
No. Oh shoot, there's no other music on this one. Man, yep, here we go.
Just
Jumping jacks. Let's go.
You know what time it is. Come on, y'all. Get up. This is
7-4K.
I was just thinking of our Chinese. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Hey, nice job.
Well, that was a short one.
Micro workouts. Thursdays.
All right. Perfect.
Check. All right. Check the box. Okay. Welcome back. Holy Toledo. I am exhausted. Yo, we got the big homie up here. I know, coach, but look, this is the Thursday we're having today, okay?
He was like pinned in a little cage right there. I don't think you could have came out here.
And then I didn't know because no one would be able to see me. They'd just be looking into my closet.
I don't know what to find in there.
Yo, did Crypto K dip after that song?
He dipped, I think, like in the middle of it.
Yeah, he had to go. So he had to go, but we'll get it to him, and yeah, that's the way it goes. Okay,
You gotta clip it. All right. So what we want to talk about today, tribalism versus inclusivity, right? Like, what's the point of tribalism? What's the point of maximalism? Like, especially here in the crypto ecosystem, is this even good for what we've got going on now? You know, like the Bitcoin maximalists probably take the baddest rap for maximalism, but you have to think like there's ETH maxis. There are people who are Yuga maxis. There are people who, you know, will stick to their one community. Corey's still getting his workout in. He said, screw this, I'm still going.
Yeah, he is. I don't even know if he knows he's hot micing.
We can. Nope. I love that. We love you, Corey. And so, you know, like, again, you know, maximalism is really, we can see it in many forms throughout our industry and ecosystem. And so is it good or bad?
I mean, you know, here's the thing, Jay, like, you know, people like we need people to hold, right? Like to give time to projects, you know, like I think that there is a place for it in the ecosystem, but we just have to get like, I think it's a maturity thing, right? Like we have to grow up a little bit because you're gonna stay where you're most comfortable. You're gonna find yourself with the people who are most like you, and then from there, right? Like we hope to be able to grow, but in reality, you generally get comfortable and you just stay where you're at.
Well, okay, social media.
Yeah,
I'm comfortable on Twitter.
I'm only on Twitter.
I don't really want to have to learn. Like, you know, we were trying to explore some of these socialify platforms and stuff, but like that was always my biggest hesitancy was the fact that I got to start again. So you could say in some way that I'm a X maxi.
Yeah, dude, me too. Like people are like,
is that healthy? But also now, you know, again, and maybe it's not so much what you're doing or your focus is, but maybe the closed off. We're back. What happened there?
Because the decibels on your microphone are at 70 decibels, and so it's picking up the entire room.
Oh,
there we go. So when I talk, like it's extremely loud to probably the people that are there. I don't like what is going on today. No one sets the.
Is it a full moon?
Something because nobody sets the doggone decibels to 70 decibels. You could hear the person at the elevator.
It's like
Okay.
Anyway,
y'all sound good now.
Thank you, Mama Bear.
You
all
know
right.
what it is, Pyro. We're just like I'm just a little nervous. You know, we got Pyro in the building. I got Tony Bravado up here. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like, you know, I'm just a little nervous this morning. Things aren't quite going the way I wanted them to go. And it's fine.
There's a snake in my boot.
There's a snake in my boot. Oh, we got some
Yeah,
hands,
that's perfect. You're making everybody laugh. It's good.
Yeah.
That's, you know what, if
this is what it's for, bro.
Yeah,
we just got to show up.
Sometimes we can't take ourselves too seriously, right? Like if shit ain't going right and it continues to not keep going right, what are we gonna do? We just roll with it. We're gonna have a good time and enjoy what's happening here. And so we sound good on Twitter. Got a old text message. I guess we're fine now. So thank you. Let's get to some hands. Let's go Modern Canadian, and then we'll get on swinging on back to Lucio.
Good morning, everybody.
GM.
I think when it comes to crypto, it's a journey. Everybody gets in at different points of projects. Like for me, my personal experience, I started as an Ethereum miner, and then Ethereum went to proof of stake, and I was part of the calls, and they kind of just ignored the miners and the community, and they just went with proof of stake, even though the miners, have their objections to EIP 1559 and whatnot. So then I started getting into Bitcoin. I started studying like what Bitcoin is, and through ETH's fault, I started learning about ETH's fault, and I thought ETH was the be all and end all. It was the thing. And then when you get into Bitcoin, you get into not just Bitcoin. And this is like when I read the Bitcoin Standard, it brought it all together for me. It's like it talks about money and why where fiat is and why fiat's bad and whatnot. And then it brings me Bitcoin because I truly value Bitcoin by understanding what money was in history, right? But I think no matter where you are in crypto, I think you need to understand how Bitcoin works. But it still is the king. When it moves, everything moves, and you'll just be more financially literate learning about Bitcoin.
Yeah, it is the king. It will always continue until we see the depegging, or not the depegging. The
Jeez.
It's not a stable coin. What is wrong with my brain today?
The great happening.
No, not even that. The flippening.
The coupling. It's called the coupling.
No, I know, but I even messed that up. I meant the flippening when ETH flips Bitcoin. Like that's just the brain is just whatever.
Yeah, I don't see what's happening.
ETH flip Bitcoin? Whoa,
Bitcoin depegged? Like
that'd be terrible.
But like, what would it couldn't have pegged from the dollar?
Breaking news influencer Jay Tang says Bitcoin is being depegged.
I know, like
over to you.
Oh
Jim.
gosh, there's an article on Cointelegraph just came out. Yeah, like
speaking of articles though, completely off topic. Did the SEC going after PayPal stable token already? Like
Gary is just literally trying to make as much of a ruckus as he can. Is that like his like?
He's freaking the guy from The Simpsons, man.
Oh, he is Montgomery Burns 100%. Like
he's a freaking super villain.
Can you like pull that up and bring that up on somehow you can find it and bring it up when you can. But if you guys have not seen a side-by-side comparison to Montgomery Burns, Mr. Burns from The Simpsons, and Gary Gensler, like you're missing it because those guys are freaking twins. Lucia, what you got for us?
Facts. He looks like the Simpsons guy. And I'm gonna go back to the fucking day 2. This is day 2. So day 2s are normally pretty spongy and flexible. So just go with the punches, man.
Yeah,
Whatever
it is.
comes your way today. And then it also feels like a Tuesday, don't it?
Yeah, I mean, it could be freaking Saturday for all I know. Here's the deal. The only day of the week that I actually know what it is and when it is.
Is Channing speaking? I can't hear him.
What?
I might do it.
Can you guys hear me? No?
It's I can hear you.
Oh.
I can hear you.
Okay.
It's just AI.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. The only day that I will 100% know when and why is Friday. You know why?
Because it's pizza day.
Because it's pizza day. I will never. It's like the pizza in my body, like the feeling in my body, like tells me like it's pizza day, buddy. Get up, be your best self, because at the end of the day, your meal is pizza.
And on the screen, I got your GG and Mr. Burns.
I mean, come
side by side.
Come on, yeah. If you're watching on the live stream, like that's a fact. Those guys are twins.
I like the Simpsons be predicting the future. Like,
yeah,
this could be it, bro.
I mean, they should do a show where he turns out that he is the chairman of the SEC. There's actually a somehow. No, go to the solo shot on StreamYard.
Yep.
There it is.
We're just gonna flip through all of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say something there, but I don't remember.
It was great.
Yeah,
Mr. Burns.
Mr. Burns. Shout out to Mr. Burns.
Nothing more tribal than Mr. Burns. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, you know,
that
he's
is the most.
He's creating the division, though. So, and I think it's probably a good thing for us, right? Like, it's hopefully maybe his being a bozo brings all of us closer together because of the divide that he's creating between what crypto stood for and what the regulators are trying to make it. So maybe at some point we can all take that step back, not worry about our bags so much, and worry more about the ecosystem and try to save it. And it's not save it like we're trying to save it, but like, maybe stop stifling the innovation here in our country. Because like you just put out a video about how Germany is like leading the revolution as far as like using blockchain and NFTs to like, you know, go into like their top corporations and companies. Whereas like we just continue to fall behind because of the stifling that our regulators are putting upon us.
Too much pressure. You know what I mean? Like, it's just too much pressure. People don't want to deal with the BS. There's already enough BS as there is. You know what I'm saying? So they want to add on these extra layers. You know what I'm saying? They're just like, forget it. I don't want to learn about it. You know, this is good enough for now. And we're going to let these other countries continue to move in front of us. You know what I'm saying? Like with their brands, because the NFTs give so many opportunities to marketing and opportunity and data collection and just tons and tons of stuff, right? We're missing the mark. We're missing out. You know what I'm saying? And it's slowing us down. But Mama Bear does have her hand up. And after Mama Bear, I'm going to ask Pyro a question about like, you know, the tribalism and maximalism, because, you know, she comes from the token world, and I know that can kind of be, you know what I'm saying?
That's worse than the NFT world. I'll tell you that,
bro. Well, we're going to find out. Mama Bear, what's going on?
Well, I had a question in the chat for J-Chains about farming, right? To discuss, you know, everybody's talking about staking, but what about farming? Are there negatives and positives? Because I started out, you know, in crypto, not to the extent that Pyro was. But then the second question was, second statement more was, I'm pretty sure GG's whole actions are a deflection of don't look into my past and don't look into what I said about crypto. But he's going to be on the offensive, go after it so that everybody, you know, doesn't look deeper into him just to make, you know, a scene. That's just my thought.
Something he's definitely trying to seal his legacy somehow. He's trying to make as many enemies as he can, but like you said, it could be the diversion tactic, which I wouldn't doubt. Honestly, I wouldn't doubt that at all.
No, but when I become president, I'm gonna actually make that a thing where like people that are bozos like him, we're gonna like put them in the wooden, you know, the gallop thing or whatever, where they put their head through, and we're gonna throw tomatoes at them. Straight up, we're doing that. We're bringing that back.
Oh, that would be fun. Can we do that at Web3 games? Can we have a tomato, like one of those walls where you throw tomatoes at people? It's got to be like, well, they'll be soft, like big beefsteak soft tomatoes, like no like Romas, like, because like the only tomatoes that I'll eat, like literally, they have to be Roma tomatoes, like plum tomatoes. And like I will check every one before I grab anything to take home. It's got to be nice and firm. Like I don't want a mushy tomato ever. But that's what we'll do for the throwing, because you want those things to just like splat. Don't they do this thing in like Italy where they just literally have like an entire town?
Splatting tomatoes,
yeah, they like throw tomatoes at each other.
I think that'd be fun. You know, I mean, that'd be a fun water balloon fight, but instead of water balloons, just tomatoes.
I just wanted to answer Mama Bear's question.
All right,
thank you.
Keep us on track.
Thanks, love.
I'm sorry, you know, they do come here to learn from us, not to hear our tomato stories. Mama Bear, staking is considered typically in most instances, depending on the method of staking, to be low risk. In Cardano, staking is used to decentralize our network through nodes. And so it serves as a form of hashing with Bitcoin. So by you helping to decentralize the network, you get what's called staking rewards. So there's not a lot of risk involved with that. It's pretty predictable just based off of which pool you delegate to. As opposed to some staking where you have to lock your tokens. Now, I urge against this because when I first entered into the space, there was the little scam thing, and it was called BitConnect, and they basically locked up your assets for a period of time, and then you would earn an interest reward on those. That was relatively dangerous, and it cost me a bag when BitConnect bubble bust. So what I would urge for anybody out there is if you do staking, look at the terms, make sure you're comfortable with it and understand the risk that goes with that. As far as farming is more high risk, but great yields as far as returns on interest. But there are a lot of problems that can happen whenever you farm, things like impermanent loss. where, the price between the pairings, one goes up exponentially, unexpectedly, and you can liquidate everything that you have. And then you got front running bots, just a whole bunch of things that you kind of gotta know what you're doing in not just trading and finance, but understanding what's going on with inside the protocol, the DeFi mechanism that you're using.
Love that. Pretty soon you'll be seeing a video coming out from the Web3 Breakfast Club from AI talking about all that kind of stuff, because that's a great way to explain all of that. I think that would resonate with a lot of people. You know what and it made me, while you were talking about that, it made me think, like, our goal right now, and we just put out that video about Clay Nation over in the Cardano ecosystem, and I think we're going to start doing more and more of those. And so with that being said, because we're going to put a concentrated effort into what's going on in the Cardano ecosystem, maybe what we should do, and Love, I want to talk to you about this and see who else we need to bring in to facilitate and make this happen, but start a staking pool. Let's start a Web3 Breakfast Club Cardano staking pool. And I'm sure there's ways to, dish out passive, income or rewards or whatever to the community that participates. I'm sure there's a way to do all this. So let's get in the back channel, talk about that, and then get that thing rolling.
And I want to say, like why, right? Like why it's important is, I'm tired of talking about problems in the space and not going and addressing them, right? So if we're saying like, hey, the ethos over there seems a little shaky, you know what I'm saying? And we have a very amazing Web3 breakfast community. We know that it's something that has a lot of opportunity, obviously, no financial advice, but I mean, this is something that has a lot of room to move, what I'm saying, which is great for our community. The ethos of everything that Charles Hoskins, built the token on, and the things that he talks about and the values are there, right? Like sometimes we just need a little bit of leadership, you know what I'm saying, and a different perspective. So definitely, I think it's very important for us to get over there and to make an impact. Because that's what we're here to do, change the world. You know what I'm saying? So thank you all so much for being here. It's a Web3 Breakfast. It's been quite a show today, so we definitely appreciate you guys being a part of that with us. And listen, we're going to do this every day for the next rest of our lives. So, We're going to have a couple of these shows every now and again. And
it's how we appreciate the good ones.
Got to.
That's how it works, man.
And people will probably look back and be like, oh, man, I love the show. It was so great. The only people that, are going to think that it was shaky is us at the end of the day. But we were talking, we started this space off, kind of talking about, the maximalist and tribalism and all of these things. And, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Do we need it? Do we not need it? How do we grow from it? We didn't really get too much into the conversation, but hopefully it did, kind of spark some thoughts, from the listeners, as you're kind of thinking about your actions and the things that you do. But I did want to take a moment and kind of talk with Pyro, coming from the token world, the bull's coming back, right? And we're going to see these things. And so, Pyro, what was it like over there? What was the tribalism like? What was the maximalist, or did it not exist?
Well, I unfortunately started on the BSC, and I have a shirt that says "Straight Out of the BSC" because it's pretty ghetto. So it was funny because the people over there were definitely cheap. But mind you, this was back in January of 21. So, it cost a ton to do anything over on ETH way back when. So I definitely think people were major maxis back then. And then as things kind of got cheaper and then people started getting into different things, like when I came over to NFTs and stuff, then people sort of started chilling out. But you definitely have the major off-putting of going to Solana. Everybody has their own, I don't know, it's kind of like little gangs everywhere. But I've kind of see it start to chill out just a little bit, but it really is funny to me. I just laugh. I think the difference is when people really do get educated on what a layer 1 is versus the layer 2 and what you can do on them and what the pros and cons are. That's when you start seeing people make their decisions. It's the lack of education, I think.
And you hit a really you hit a point and made my brain light up. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, what I was thinking about was when you don't have education and you get comfortable doing something and you just that's all you do. Right,
it was because that's how you did it. That's what and
you just comfy.
And then it develops into this maximalist because that's you are the top 10 people that you spend your time with. Those are the people that you are.
Have you ever heard the argument about maximalists and why they don't really care about anything else that's going on in blockchain, crypto, all that stuff? Is because most of them were pretty early on, right? So they made a bag, like a really good bag. So they don't really need much of anything, right? So it's just like, screw all of this is a joke. Like, this is, came, saw, we conquered. Like, we already did this. Like, you're just copying in the footsteps of what we did. And so, there is that side to the argument where, that's where this comes from, right or wrong. I mean, I don't believe that it's right, but right or wrong, I think that's part of the argument is, because they made such a big bag early on,
they're just not interested.
They're just not interested.
Yeah, I mean, and this is what I try to tell people in projects all the time. I'm like, yeah, you're going to hold firm to that conviction when you're free and clear, right? Like, but for another retail investor that's just entering into the space, how are you going to generate that same sort of value, right? To where this project is actually worth holding on to. And the same could be said about these tokens that we interact and we engage with. It's like, okay, they had a surge, like Bitcoin had a surge, right? And I believe Grandpa is the foundation of it all. It will always be the alpha source. But, to sit up here and say that, something that was done for peer-to-peer transaction is going to revolutionize the nature of business, when business is more than just the transaction, is also the terms of agreement to the transaction, which would constitute smart contracting. It's kind of hard to say you can have one without the other, right? Like, business there still needs to be a catalog record of the terms of agreement between two parties, and for that to also be immutable as well, to verify the transactions that are based behind it. So, plus, shout out to Lightning Network for that little wormhole that's putting everybody at risk right now. Jeez Louise.
I like when you went with this shout out, man. I was like, where are you going with this? Like, there's like Lightning Network is not. Yeah, thank you. Oh man, that was good. You got me. I was wondering what are we shouting out for?
Yo, Modern Canadian with your hand up. What's up, family?
No, well, yeah.
Oh, well, unless you want to go ladies first.
Yes, always. That's what we do here.
Yeah, well, I mean, they get the option. Look, because you know what I mean? Like, they don't have to. I mean, it's not a rule. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe we added in no douchebags, and chivalry's not dead.
Chivalry is not dead. We're gentlemen amongst gentlemen. You know the vibes.
You know that.
Oh, you're so sweet. I'll hurry. Okay, so I was just gonna say
that's no Pyro. That's like when you go to hold the door for somebody. Yeah, and I always say,
like, run in. I do that. You'll know I do.
I say to people like, no, don't run. Like, it's okay. The other day, some guy did the door hold for me. I didn't run. I started walking, and he did like a. Shut it. He was like. Like this guy didn't run for the door. I was like, bro, I ain't running. Like, I don't want people to run, so I'm not running. Sorry, Pyro. Go ahead.
Don't hold the door open. No, I'm cracking up. I do agree, though. The other thing that sits in the back of my mind too is when something works for them, that's just what they stay with, right? It's like, well, it worked for me, and it's that mindset. I will say, whoever said the wormhole for Lightning Network, when I was in the BSC, there was a project a token that was started. And unfortunately, because of the timing delays between different networks, right? BSC is a little slow. Okay. I'll be nice about it. There was a project that unfortunately got hit with a flash loan, and over 5 million was taken in a matter of seconds. Yeah, because the loop didn't close fast enough. And so, when you've been around the block enough, it's crazy. And I was telling Turbo last night, most people don't even know that I was in the token side of things. When they meet me, they're like, oh, where have you been this whole time? Like, how do you know a little bit or some of that? And I'm like, I've been here for long enough to know quite a bit about different things, but it is really funny. I'm just like, no, I will avoid that. And then when the whole Safe Moon team, got popped yesterday, I was like looking, they're on my personal Facebook. Like, I know the team really well. And so then I'm just like, oh, sad day. But I'm like, I've known all this for 2 years now. Wow. That took a long time to go through.
I told you we need to build the prison. I told you.
Well,
right?
It's a prison and a retirement home, right?
Yeah.
So we
all
can,
in one.
Yeah.
If we don't go.
Excuse me, guys.
Yes.
I just
Dr.
wanted
Bruce?
to bring attention to the hands that are flying in the air.
Thank you, Dr. Bruce.
thank
You've
you.
been out of the game for a little while. Okay, we don't do hands anymore. Okay, all of this has changed.
Oh,
You'd know that if you'd be
double
real.
dutch. I'm so good at this.
Chud, my bud, what's going on,
didn't change.
dude?
Hang on, we got to get to modern. We got to get to modern Canadian because he got taken out by Pyro,
Yep,
and then we're gonna swing over. Plus, we haven't met Chud. This is his first time here, so we want to be able to have an opportunity.
Not his first.
It's not. No. Oh, I haven't seen this. Forget it. Go ahead, modern.
Yo, so what is
In the wind tunnel, if you could please climb out of the wind turbine, that'd be great.
Well, I got
let
blown
me
away.
go back.
I got blown in the wind there.
1 second.
Against the wind,
Okay.
I've been running against the wind.
So, the way I look at it is, any investment, you gotta have your risk profile. You gotta find out, sit down, and think about what you want, how you want to do this, and then allocate your portfolio, accordingly. And when it comes to tribalism, if you are tribalistic, then you're just shutting yourself off to opportunity. So, like, my logic when I started studying Bitcoin is that I understand where the maxes come from, but on the other hand, Amazon, Disney, Netflix, they all are thriving and they're all doing well, and they all can coexist together, and so can every follow-up project.
Boom.
I'm gonna let you, Turbo, provide a response.
Yeah, man. I
just,
think definitely everything you said was, definitely spot on, man. For 100%. I couldn't agree more with what you were saying.
Just so you know,
How did you hear it?
that's what we're saying. There was definitely a connection issue there. I couldn't hear a word.
It actually was like
I heard wind turbines. I thought he was in a pinwheel.
Yeah, I went outside and then
Green Bitcoin?
it's like your microphone is picking up all the other noise except for your voice. Do you have voice isolation on, but it isolates your voice? Isolation voice?
I have a very cheap pair of earbuds.
He has surrounding isolation on.
Okay. Well, hey.
Yeah, well, I'm a mechanic, so I'm in the shop and it's pretty loud.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And we love you, modern. You know what I'm saying? We love you. We appreciate you being here. Just teasing you a little bit. Yo, Chud, what's up, man? Not your first time here. I just didn't notice your duck. What's going on, family?
Hey, what's going on? It's cool. I've been here a few times. I've met Jay Chains a few times in Spaces. I've changed my PFP a few times. But anyways, tribalism versus inclusivity. Love the topic. The definition of tribalism is the state of or fact of being organized in tribes or a tribe. And when we first started in crypto, we organized ourselves into groups of liquidity, right? Where is the liquidity? Where is the money going to be made? Because everyone, when we first jumped in here, was all about, like, how can I make a flip? And if you're not open and honest about that, then you're just being an ass. All right. We all were here to make some money.
Yep.
Right. And ETH and all these places, when we were building our communities, we all tribed around these apes. Every community making an ape. We're ape, this, that. Everyone was making these tribes of my community is better than your community type shit. And that was because, in my mind, is because of liquidity issues. Everyone wanted money. Everyone wanted people to come into their ecosystem so they can pump their value up and get their NFTs or their crypto to go up. So that way they earn their money that they're looking for. And now when we're looking at tribalism in the bear market, for me, I see it as people who are just kind of upset that your liquidity is leaving the market. Right? You're no longer going to be investing in projects over here and your liquidity is going to go somewhere else. And people don't like that because you're not kind of helping their bags out a little bit. And I think that's a little bit of an underlying factor of this tribalism. Now, there is that little vibe of you're leaving my family, you're leaving our ecosystem. And I can see that, right? But you're doesn't mean you're gone forever, right? Doesn't mean if you go over here and hang out for a second, you're not going to come back. But I do think this tribalism stuff, the root of it all is the liquidity leaving the ecosystem. And people don't like to see that because that means that their bags are not going to get pumped. So I think that's the big underlying reason of tribalism.
That's crazy. I never really thought about that, bro.
That's a great way to put it, man.
I don't know that I agree, that that's the situation. Like, I don't know that I necessarily agree all the way, right? But
well, you have to come back tomorrow and find out.
yeah, we'll have to let them know.
It's
we got 2 hands left.
I'm sorry, we are on a tight production schedule moving forward. So we love you guys. We appreciate you for being here. Hey,
I was just trying to give you some,
all right, I got the hook off the stage. Here we go, guys. All jokes aside.
Wait a minute, was that Pornhub?
No, it's our techno dance beat made by 74K, our producer and musician. Let's go, baby.
He's definitely sampled Pornhub for that one.
All right. Anyway, thanks, Bruce.
Thanks, Bruce.
We love you. Appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you so much for putting up with us today. I'll tell you what, we if it wasn't one tech fail, it was another. But we're just going to keep trying every single day until we get it right. We love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you tomorrow for more Web3 Breakfast. Don't forget, we got Crypto Crossfire at 4 p.m. Eastern. AJ's coming up next at 10:30, and then I'll be running the boards for Ben's show at 11:30. So we'll see you this afternoon.
See you then.
Boom.
Love you. Peace.
Peace, fam.